Exercise 13.2, Chapter 13, Surface Areas and Volumes. A solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere, like in this figure, with both their radii being equal to 1 centimeter and the height of the cone is equal to the radius. Find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. So now here you're having, let r centimeters be the radius of the hemisphere, then r is equal to 1 centimeter, and let capital R be the radius of the cone and h centimeters be the height of the cone. Then you know that both the radius are equal, isn't it? Because it's put on the, solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere. On a hemisphere standing, so both the radii are equal. So capital R is also equal to 1 centimeter and height is equal to 1 centimeter. Here it is given that R is equal to height, that is the radius and the height of the cone are equal in this. So now volume of the solid is equal to volume of the hemisphere plus volume of the cone. So volume of the hemisphere formula is 2 by 3 pi r cube plus volume of cone is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. That's capital R. You know that capital R is also equal to small r. So which is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube plus 1 by 3 pi r square h. Since r is equal to capital R, small r is equal to capital R. So in the place of r, we'll put it as 1. So we get 2 by 3 pi 1 cube plus 1 by 3 pi into 1 square into 1. So 2 by 3 pi plus 1 by 3 pi, which is equal to, if you take LCM, you're getting 3. So 3 pi by 3, which is equal to pi centimeter cube is the answer which we are getting, because we have to answer this. Find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. So we got it as pi centimeter cube. Now the second problem. Rachel, an engineering student, was asked to make a model shaped like a cylinder with two cones attached at its two ends by using this aluminium sheet. The diameter of the model is 3 centimeters and its length is 12 centimeters. If each cone has a height of 2 centimeters, find the volume of air contained in the model that Rachel made. So Rachel made a model using two cones. She's here top and down you're having two cones, in between cylinder. So here you're having that the radius of the cylinder and the radius of both the cones is same. So because you're folding an aluminium sheet and over that back and front you're putting two cones. So let r centimeters be the radius and h centimeters be the height of a cone. So then you're getting here r is equal to 1.5 centimeters and h is equal to 2 centimeters. This is 1.5 centimeters the radius. The height is equal to 2 centimeters of a cone. So volume of these two, both these cones are equal over here. So this is also 1.5 centimeters over here, and this height is also equal to 2 centimeters. So therefore volume of the conical part is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h, which is equal to 1 by 3 pi into 1.5 into 1.5 into 2 centimeter square, which is equal to 1.5 pi centimeter. This is cube, centimeter cube, because it's volume. So this is centimeter cube. So let r centimeters be the radius and h centimeters be the height of the cylindrical part. Then r1 is equal to 1.5 centimeters, h1 is equal to 8. So in between you're having this height of the cylinder is nothing but it is equal to 8 centimeters. So now volume of the cylindrical part is equal to pi r1 square h, because you're having the radius as equal to 1.5 itself. So you can write as pi into 1.5 into 1.5 into 8 centimeter cube, which is equal to 18 pi centimeter cube. Hence the volume of air contained in the model that Rachel made is equal to volume of two conical parts plus volume of cylindrical part. So 2 into 1.5 pi plus 18 pi centimeter cube. So you're getting 3 pi plus 18 pi centimeter cube, which is equal to 21 pi centimeter cube. Therefore the answer which you're getting is 66 centimeter cube. Next, question 3. A gulab jamun contains sugar syrup up to about 30% of its volume. Find approximately how much syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamun, each shaped like a cylinder with two hemispherical ends with length 5 cm and diameter 2.8 cm. So now you are having here, this is the picture where you are having. In this image you can see that the sugar syrup up to gulab jamun contains sugar syrup up to 30% of its volume. So find approximately how much syrup will be found in 45 gulab jamuns we have to see. So here we can see that like cylinder with two hemispherical ends you are having with length 5 centimeters and diameter 2.8 centimeters. So let r centimeters be the radius of the hemispherical part. Then r is equal to, you know that the diameter is equal to 2.8. So radius is equal to 2.8 by 2, which is equal to 1.4 centimeters. Volume of hemispherical part is equal to 2 by 3 pi into 2 by 3 pi r cubed you are having. So 2 by 3 pi into 1.4 into 1.4 into 1.4 centimeter cube, which is equal to 5.488 by 3 pi centimeter cubed. So let r centimeters be the radius and h centimeters be the height of the cylindrical part. Then r is equal to 2.8 by 2, which is equal to 1.4 centimeters. So h is equal to 5 centimeters minus 2 into 1.4 centimeters, which is equal to 2.2 centimeters. So here now to volume of the hemispherical part we found out. Two hemispheres are there. So we are finding out what is the volume of the gulab jamun. So in order to find out the volume of the gulab jamun, you have to find out the volume of two hemispheres and also the volume of the cylinder in between. So in volume of the cylinder in between, you are having there your this 5 centimeters minus 2 into 1.4 we are removing from there, which is equal to 2.2 centimeters. So volume of cylindrical part is equal to pi r square h, which is equal to pi into 1.4 into 1.4 into 2.2 centimeter cube, because it's given the whole height of the gulab jamun is given as 5 meters, 5 centimeters, I'm sorry. So you are removing the radius, that is the radius part of the hemisphere, which is also included in the two hemispherical parts of that gulab jamun, which is included in the top and bottom. So you are removing this part over here for this which I am drawing here, that is this part we are removing from both, because the total this one is given as 5 centimeters. That is what is given here, with two hemispherical ends with length 5 centimeters. So this gulab jamun only is of height 5 centimeters. So now from this we are removing that part, height part, that radius part, I am sorry. So 5 centimeters minus 2 into 1.4 centimeters, which is equal to 2.2 centimeters. So volume of cylindrical part is equal to pi capital R square h. So which is equal to, from the formula you will get this, h is equal to 2.2 we have got. So that is equal to 4.312 pi centimeter cube. So volume of each gulab jamun is equal to how much? Volume of cylindrical part plus 2 into volume of hemispherical part. So therefore you are getting 4.312 pi plus 2 into 1.829 pi centimeter cube, which is equal to 4.312 pi plus 3.658. So total answer you are getting it as pi, you are taking it as 22 by 7. So 7.97 into 22 by 7, which is equal to 25.05 centimeter cube. Now it's given that volume of syrup found in 45 gulab jamuns is equal to 45 into 30% of volume of each gulab jamun. So now we got volume of each gulab jamun. So volume in 45 gulab jamuns, how do we find out? 45 into 30 by 100 into 25.05. So you are getting it as 338.175 centimeter cube approximately. Now next, fourth one. A pen stand made of wood is in the shape of a cuboid with 4 conical depressions to hold pens. So the dimensions of the cuboid are 15 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 3.5 centimeters. That is, the length, breadth and height is given. The radius of each of the depressions is given as, which is in conical shape here, is given as pen stand. The down part it's in the shape of a cone. So radius is given as 0.5 centimeters and the depth is given as 1.4 centimeters. Find the volume of wood in the entire stand. Now from this picture you can see that here down, this is the cubical part which we are having. This one, this rectangle part which is down, and there are 4 cones, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this we have to find out what is the volume of the wood now. So when you are, when the pens are put inside, it is occupied. When without the pens, we have that these are all holes, isn't it? So volume of this block, this wood, will be nothing but volume of this cuboid minus 4 into volume of those 4 cones, isn't it? So therefore we'll first see what is the volume of the cuboid. L into B into H we have. So L is given as 15, B is given as 10, H is given as 3.5. So you multiply all the three, you're getting 525 centimeter cube. That is the volume of the cuboid. Now we'll find out what is the volume of the cone. So R is equal to 0.5, it's given radius as equal to 0.5 centimeters and H is equal to 1.4 centimeters. So what is the volume of a cone? 1 by 3 pi r square h. So substitute R and H values in this. You're going to get it as 1 by 3, 22 by 7 into 0.5 into 0.5 into 1.4 centimeter cube. So you're getting 7.7 divided by 21 centimeter cube. Hence the volume of the entire stand is equal to nothing but volume of cuboid minus 4 into volume of cone. So 525 minus 4 into 7.7 divided by 21 centimeter cube. So the answer getting is 523.534 centimeter cube. Next, question 6. A vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. Its height is 8 centimeters and the radius of its top, which is open, is 5 centimeters. It is filled with water up to the brim. When lead shots, each of which is a sphere of radius 0.5 centimeters, are dropped into the vessel, 1/4 of water flows out. So find the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. So here the volume of this lead shots will be equal to nothing but volume of that is required number of lead shots will be equal to volume of water which flows out by divided by volume of one lead shot. So first we have to find out what is the volume of this cone. Then we'll find out what is the volume of water that flows out. What is it equal to? It's equal to nothing but the volume of the lead shots which is flown outside. So therefore as you're putting lead shots into the conical part, the water which flows out, because it will be equal to the volume of the lead shots of it. So let R centimeters be the radius and H centimeters be the height of the cone. So then R is equal to 5 centimeters and H is equal to 8 centimeters. Volume of cone is equal to volume of water in cone. So volume of the cone is nothing but volume of water in the cone only. That's it. So which is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h, which is equal to 1 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 5 into 5 into 8 centimeter cube. So you got 4400 divided by 21 centimeter cube. Now what is this volume of water which flows out is equal to nothing but volume of the lead shots, that is equal to 1/4 of the volume of water in cone. So this is equal to nothing but 1 by 4 into 4400 divided by 21, which is equal to 1100 divided by 21 centimeter cube. Now let the radius of the lead shot be capital R centimeters. Then R is equal to 0.5 centimeters, it's given. So volume of spherical lead shot is equal to, because it's in the shape of a sphere, volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So you're getting the answer for this is 11 by 21 centimeter cube after substituting all those. So then you're getting required number of lead shots is equal to volume of water that flows out divided by the volume of one lead shot. So which is equal to 1100 divided by 21 divided by 11 by 21. So therefore you are having in the denominators both 21, 21. If you multiply, you will get it as reverse 21 by 11. So therefore you are getting it as 21. 21 will get cancelled. 11 into 1100 into 100 will give you 1100. So question 6, a solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height 220 centimeters and base diameter 24 centimeters, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 centimeters and radius 8 centimeters. Find the mass of the pole given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 grams of mass. Use pi is equal to 3.14. So there are two cylinders. One is of height 220 centimeters, the other is of height 60 centimeters. There's the down cylinder, which is having 220 centimeters height, is having a radius of 12 centimeters. Because diameter is given as 24, we are writing it as radius as smaller, that is equal to 12 centimeters, and the radius of the smaller cylinder is equal to 8 centimeters. So we have to find out what is the mass of the pole, means the volume of the pole, given that 1 centimeter of iron has approximately 8 grams of mass. So now let h centimeters be height and r centimeters be the radius of the first cylinder. That first cylinder is nothing but 220 centimeters, which is there, that is the first cylinder. So we are taking small h is equal to 220 centimeters and r is equal to 24 by 2, which is equal to 12 centimeters. So volume is equal to pi r square h, which is equal to pi into 12 into 12 into 220 centimeter cube, which is equal to 31680 pi centimeter cube. Let h centimeters be the height and r centimeters be the radius of the second cylinder. Then capital H is equal to 60 centimeters and capital R is equal to 8 centimeters. So volume is equal to pi capital R square h, which is equal to pi into 8 into 60 centimeter cube. So getting 3840 pi centimeter cube. We will be substituting pi value in the last because it's equal to 3.14. So total volume of the pole is equal to volume of the first cylinder plus volume of the second cylinder, which we found. So we are getting it as 111,532.8 centimeter cube we are getting. So required weight is equal to, you have, because it's having 8 gram of mass, 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 grams mass. So therefore here you can write it as 111,532.8 into 8 divided by 1000 kg. We are changing this grams into kg, so dividing it by 1000, so you're getting it as 892.26 kg. Now going to the 7th question. A solid consisting of a right circular cone of height 120 centimeters and radius 60 centimeters standing on a hemisphere of radius 60 centimeters is placed upright in right circular cylinder full of water such that it touches the bottom. Find the volume of water left in the cylinder if the radius of the cylinder is 60 centimeters and its height is 180 centimeters. So now you are having, let r centimeters be the radius and h centimeters be the height, can be the height of a cone. Then r is equal to 60 centimeters, h is equal to 120 centimeters. Volume of cone is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h, which is equal to 1 by 3 pi into 60 into 60 into 120 centimeter cube. So you're getting 144,000 pi centimeter cube. Let r1 be the centimeters be the radius of a hemisphere. Then r1 is equal to 60. Now you know what is the volume of a hemisphere. It's equal to nothing but 2 by 3 pi r cube. So in the place of r, put it as 60. You're getting it as 144,000 pi centimeter cube. So let capital R be the radius and h centimeters be the height of a cylinder. Then you have to find out what's the volume of a cylinder. So volume of the cylinder is equal to pi r square h, which is equal to 648,000 pi centimeter cube you are getting. So volume of the solid is equal to volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere, which is equal to 288,000 pi centimeter cube. Hence volume of water left in the cylinder is equal to volume of cylinder minus volume of solid. So we found what is the volume of the cylinder. We found it as 648,000 pi minus 288,000 pi centimeter cube, which we are getting it as 360 3,60,000 pi centimeter cube, which is equal to 3,60,000 into 22 by 7. So which is equal to, we are changing this centimeter cube, we are changing into meter cube. So divided by 7 into 1000 into 1000. So you are getting it as 1.131 meter cube is the answer. Now question 8. A spherical glass vessel has a cylindrical neck 8 centimeters long, 2 centimeters in diameter. The diameter of the spherical part is 8.5 centimeters. By measuring the amount of water it holds, a child finds its volume to be 345 centimeter cube. Check whether she is correct, taking the above as the inside measurements, and pi is equal to 3.14. So now we are having here, let r centimeters be the radius of the spherical glass. And now for this spherical glass, you are given diameter is 2 centimeters and that cylindrical neck part is 8 centimeters and the diameter of the spherical part is 8.5 centimeters. So your volume of the spherical glass is equal to nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cubed. So you are getting it as 4 by 3 into 3.14 into r. Radius is diameter is given as 8.5. So radius is 8.5 by 2. 3 times you are taking centimeter cube, so which is equal to 321.4 centimeter cube. Let capital R be the radius and h centimeters be the height of the cylindrical part. So now what is the volume of a cylindrical part? It's equal to pi r square h. Here capital R is equal to 1 centimeter, h is equal to 8 centimeters. So substituting in this, you're getting it as 25.12 centimeter cube. So quantity of water is equal to 321.4 plus 25.12 centimeter cube, which is equal to 346.52 centimeter cube. So now here this child, she finds out actually by measuring the volume or amount of water it holds in both the, a child finds it to be for 345 centimeter cube, but we found it to be 346.52 centimeter cube. Hence the girl is not correct. It's not 345 centimeter cube, it is 346.52 centimeter cube.